My name is Paulo Reyes, and today I'll be reading you the opening scene to my screenplay / script entitled Fester, which I hope to sell and or it to be picked up to be made into a movie. And this movie, Fester, is about a dominatrix / psychopath / serial killer, and the movie shows how she becomes that throughout her life. I hope you enjoy my reading, and I hope you enjoy this trailer. Let me know what you think. Fester. Opening scene. Camera focuses on a man's closed eyelid, showing the footsteps of a woman in heels. Click, 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 with every step. The man opens his eyes. Click, the view changes to a man's confused face. Click, the view shows his body hanging from chains. Click, the view changes once more as her heel hits the floor. The man's point of view is now the camera's. The camera quickly scans the cold, dark, gray brick room. It's nothing but bricks and large wooden door-like wall sections. Click, click, the sound of a woman's heels is echoing closer. The man's fearful pant and still numb body calms for a second as the footsteps stop. A key unlocks the door behind him as the camera view switches back to his view, just as the door cracks open with light. His eyes close, as all you hear is the door close and lock. The footsteps now walk closer from behind him, very elegantly and calm, as if walking to impress a man's eye from the movement of her body. She now stands behind him with a halt, and now a whisper. "Emily, such beautiful skin," she says with the utmost femininely seductive voice, for even in the situation the man is in, he can't help but have a sexual aroused twitch run through his body as he gives off a quick inhaled breath. Man 1. "What do you want from me?" he asks in a dominant tone. She gives off a chuckling sound as his answer. "Why am I here? Where am I?" he asks as his dominance turns to fear and calms his voice. She just rubs her hand against his face. "Answer me, bitch. What the fuck do you think this is?" Emily answers, in a soft, seductive tone. "A game, and you're the pawn," she says as she begins laughing at him in a mocking tone. "Let me go, you sick fuck," he screams from a strong voice to a sad, pathetic cry. The camera focuses on his face from an angle as her hands come around from both sides. A bright red ball gag is forced into his mouth and tied. In a slightly irritated tone, "Shut the fuck up now," she says as she licks his face. The camera goes from left side of his face to the right in a smooth motion as she walks around him and out of the camera's view. The camera changes into the man's view as her face comes into view. His eyes light up as he sees absolute beauty less than a foot in front of him. A petite young girl, maybe 5'5", blonde hair, blue eyes, perfect Caucasian skin, a perfect image of what a moral, ignorant man would see as a trophy or a prize. He mumbles in confusion with the gag in his mouth. She then silences him with the finger pressed up against his red gag. "Shh," she tells him as she sexually scans the man's naked body with her eyes and a smile across her face. Emily, slight sexual arousal and in a playful tone. Nice dick," she says as she grins at him, cups his genitals with her left hand and presses up against her with her body, her breast against his chest and her face next to his ear. "I want you," she whispers in his ear as she moves her left hand up and down to arouse the man. He stands quiet as he allows himself to fall for her sexually seductive touch and voice. He leans his head back slightly with his eyes closed in complete satisfaction. The man begins to get aroused as she licks his ear in approval. In a sexually teasing tone, I want you. In a sadistic but feminine manner, but not all of you, she says with the wicked smile on her face as her right hand reaches behind her back and pulls out an 8-inch long razor-sharp blade and slices down on the man's penis in one quick and smooth motion while she holds it still in her left hand. She smiles through the entire process as he screams out in pain. Ah! Scene quickly turns to black. Close scene. Roll opening credits to an uptone rock-type music. Well, that's the opening scene. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, let me know. The entire movie is already written out. It's in the process of being typed up, and I hope this movie gets picked up and made into a major hit. Let me know what you think.